Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network. As always, I'm your host, Saunch. Thank you so much for checking in and checking out the channel. Today, we're going to be talking about the Arnold Classic, specifically Cedric McMillan. We're also going to talk about stevekuclo a little bit, Justin Rodriguez, William Bonek, rafabrandaopro. So if you're interested in something like that, if you're interested in that style of content, definitely stay tuned. It's going to be a good one, so I recommend you stay tuned. So right off the bat, I want to start off with Cedric McMillan, one of my favorite classic era-esque open men's bodybuilders. He's an active duty veteran in the Army, active duty Army, senior NCO, non-commissioned officer. So I've always looked up to him as a bodybuilder and as a man in general. His poise, the way he carries himself, and also how successful he's been to be able to balance his active duty career like myself and also be a very successful bodybuilder, maybe something I am not as much as. Now, he recently put out a video and I didn't actually get around to watching it until now, and I really feel bad about it now, but I just want you to watch it. If you haven't watched it, go ahead. I'm going to put it in the video. It's not something I typically do, but I want you to watch it in its entirety, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So, please take the time, watch this video real quick, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
First of all, I tried to make this video about 4 times. I keep deleting it, I'm kind of like a private person when it comes to my personal business, I've been having some issues for about 4 weeks now, and I got a couple phone calls and some messages, some text messages from friends saying that they seen on the internet some shit was wrong with me. So, of course, if it's already on the internet, motherfuckers don't really know everything and just talking about what they know or what they think they know or what they heard. I said, well, I might as well get on there and do the shit myself, So here I am. Ever since I tried to compete at the Legion show in Nevada back in October, I've been having some issues with my stomach. I can't keep food down for some reason. It creates some stupid ass hiccups. I'm hiccuping all day long, half the night. And anytime I try to eat, even drinking water, it come back up, Nothing want to stay down. So 4 weeks ago, I went to the doctor again. I've been going to the doctor throughout, but they recommended that I wouldn't try to do the show because, of course, I'm being stubborn. If I eat this food and I throw up half of it, at least that's half, I can keep, just being an idiot, right? So I just did what they said, got on the liquid diet, just eating fucking soup and, drinking weight gainer shakes. I can still do the shakes that, from Black Skull, mass gainers, weight gainers. I was using that to try to compensate for the calories. All of the medicines, my fucking bathroom is full of medicine, shit that I've been taking. Nothing was really working. And so 2 weeks out, it's the same shit, it just ain't getting no better. So I finally decided to contact the show and let them know what was going on with me, that I wouldn't be able to compete. And, they welcomed me, wanted me to still come anyway and get some work done. So I'll be in Ohio. For everybody that's going to be there, come by and see me. I'm going to try to do the meet and greet. But yeah, man, I don't know. I've been battling back and forth with myself, not really knowing what to do next. I'm feeling like, all right, is it over? Does this mean I'm supposed to retire when I'm fucking sick all the time? Or what, And knowing motherfuckers on the internet going to be talking shit, wondering how family and friends going to feel. Cedric ain't no bodybuilder no more. Just worrying about all that kind of stuff. Plus, still feeling in myself that I got something I need to try to prove to somebody, and still wanting to do the thing I love. But if I want to continue to do it, especially long term, I need to try to be smart. So this is me taking a 50% stubborn, 50% smart step and not doing this show. Try to give myself a little bit more time. I do have one medicine that they gave me last week for stomach ulcers, and that seems to be helping. I had this issue, like I said, everything I eat coming back up, water, everything. And I'm hiccuping all day, half the night, non-stop. I have to fucking put my finger down my throat, gag myself to stop the hiccups. That's crazy, right? But it seems to be getting a little bit better, so maybe it was just stomach ulcers this whole time. But anyway, we're working on it. Shout out to my company, Black Skull. They even offered to bring me down to Brazil and get checked out by their people down there. They got some real good connections with the doctors and stuff down there to get me looked at, to try to get me back healthy again. So thank you to them for, supporting me through this hard time. When you're in this bodybuilding game, when you're a sponsored athlete, you get protein powder and stuff like that, supplements to represent a brand. But when you got an endorsement contract, this company is paying marketing dollars to use your image, to represent them and help sell products. And so it's real easy to feel like, you're just material. And when you ain't, when you're not in the shape to where you can really represent the company and bring in money for them, they'll throw your ass away, right? And, I've been worried about that. But, Black Skull, all the guys down there, Marcelo Bella, and the athlete managers, everybody down there on the team, they've been supporting me a lot, checking on me. So shout out to them. And hopefully I'll be back out there soon. I can eat about one solid meal a day. So I think things are starting to look up. I just need some more time, man. So we're going to take it slow and keep going. When I get to Ohio, I'm going to make a few vlogs, whatever you call them. I got some photo shoots to try to do there if I can. So I'll see y'all in Ohio.
So, now that you've finished watching it, with Cedric and his health issues, people, and to include myself, I'm not to blame here. We've been critical of Cedric in his inability to show up for the big show, the Mr. Olympia. He does show up, but not always in the best conditioning that we want to see him in. We want to see the best version of Cedric McMillan. We want to see that Arnold Classic Ohio version of Cedric McMillan, and he just hasn't done that recently. And it seems that with this video and him talking about his health issues, there's real reasons for him not to be competing at the best of his ability. And even with his last show in Nevada, at that show, he didn't even finish at finals. So I think it was a Legion Sports Festival. He didn't even finish the finals. He had to withdraw. And if you know anything about stomach issues, especially in bodybuilding, it's something that affects a lot of people. And with Cedric's issue with potential, blood forming ulcers and potentially, I know one of my friends, Hardcore Kitty, she's a female bodybuilder. She was talking about how a friend had the same kind of hiccup issues and not being able to keep food and beverages down, and it turned into a pancreas issue. So I'm very worried for Cedric. I'm sure you guys are after watching that video in its entirety. We wish him a speedy recovery. He really needs to take the time and just get healthy. He's still young. He's still relatively young. He's in his early 40s, I believe. So he has time. He's not doing the mass gain. He has, or at least had, the muscle. So now he just needs to build it back up and maintain it and see what he can do when he's 100% focused. Because I still think he's active duty. Once he retires from that, maybe he'll have a little bit more time to focus on bodybuilding, maybe roll into the Masters. You never know, though it sounds like he wants to do it long term. So best wishes for Cedric. I wish him well. Next up, William Bonac, kind of changing the tone of the video, if you're still with me. With William Bonac, he just posted a video or a physique update 2 days out from the Mr. Olympia, or the Arnold Classic, and there has been some conversation here. Maybe not from some of these top guys commenting in the comment sections. But specifically with me, as soon as I looked at this photo, I noticed some serious gynecomastia, female breast tissue in his lower pectoral region. And then, I would say that's pretty much it. I think his legs look very comparable to some of the older videos and photos we saw from previous years. So it looks like he's been able to make some improvements and retain that leg musculature. And then overall, the body just looks phenomenal. 2 more days, so hopefully, maybe it's just a bad shot, but his abdominal isn't as hard and as defined as we'd like to see. Just nitpicking at this point, guys, honestly, guys and gals. But the gynecomastia is definitely something I noticed. I don't know if that's recent or what's going on there, but definitely something to look at fixing if he wants to continue his climb to the top, finishing top 2 in the Mr. Olympia several times now. Definitely would want to see that corrected. But best of luck to him. Looks like Nick Miller with Nick Strength and Power says top 2 in the comment sections below. I can't agree more, Nick. I think it's a very good prediction. So one of you in my Instagram messages, you know who you are, an actual IFBB pro, said I didn't mention Justin Rodriguez in my last physique update video. So I might not have in the very last one, but when we did the complete breakdown of the men's open leading into the Arnold Classic, just 2 days out, I definitely put a spotlight on him. Now, my friend Suki, or Soki, actually mentioned that he thinks he's top 2. So definitely an interesting prediction there. I don't know about a top 2 for Justin. I think that's a big ask. I think there's some big names, some solid physiques here that are going to really push Justin. I don't think he's going to fall outside the top 5, top 6, but you never know. He really could surprise us with just some next level conditioning. And if we're being honest with these physique updates, we've definitely seen some serious improvements from the Justin Rodriguez camp with him and his coaches and his team, with the conditioning, the separation, especially on these side shots. I would say the biggest critique for Justin here, and it has been historical as well, is the separation in the front quadriceps, the front legs. The lower body has been not as separated as we'd like to see compared to some of these other more separated competitors. And I feel like that is what's holding him back from really breaking through and getting better than that 7th, 8th place finish at the Olympia. So, expect him to do well at this show, but definitely I'm not purposely not covering him. Just sometimes you make the cut for the video, sometimes you don't. Anywho, stevekuclo is the next athlete I wanted to talk about just quickly. I saw that Mark Max Muscle, a good friend of the channel and a good personal friend of myself, as Saunch, he posted a video talking about his stevekuclo being overlooked at this year's Arnold Classic. I would say that the hype isn't in his favor as much as it could be. I feel like the conversation is mostly a Brandon Curry versus William Bonac, another Mark's Max Muscle video. Check that one out as well. I would say that's where the conversation is, but stevekuclo could splash into this top 3 and could even beat out someone like a William Bonac if the cards are right, if the look is right. A lot of it is the judges and what the judges are looking for on that day. And that's why it makes these prediction videos very difficult for media pundits, or I don't know what a good word for me is. I used to always say like an online bodybuilding journalist. This is a tangent, sorry. But I don't know. It just seems whenever I think of like a media person, I think of someone who's like corrupt and evil and has motives and is trying to push a negative narrative and trying to deceive and manipulate people. And I mean, that's not what I'm doing. I'm just trying to talk about bodybuilding. I scroll through Instagram and I see these cool stories and I see these awesome physique updates, and I'm like, man, I want to talk about this with some people. So then, James and Jessica and King and all you guys, all you fantastic people are commenting in the comment sections, and we have a conversation. That's what BNN's all about. So, end of tangent. I need to start doing that. Have tangent start. I'll put timestamps for my tangents or my rants. There we go. I'll do that for you guys, just so you know where to find the juice, the tea. But stevekuclo could do very well at the show. Again, coming back to what the judges are looking for, he has a structure that's a lot different than most of the athletes. He's very wide. He's taller. He's got that mature muscle. And you're going to see a lot of mature muscle in the top 6. So, look forward to it. 2 days out. Cannot wait. As soon as I get off work, I'm going to be in the studio, my guest office, and covering the show as much as I can. So that means I'm doing my workouts in the morning. Another one real quick as we finish up this video, Raf Brandao. I love his shirts. Have you guys seen his shirts? Where's his shirt at? It's got like the Jordan shirt, but he made it like Brandao. Chef's kisses for branding. But Rafael Brandao, I'm the worst in this video. I apologize. I'm having too much fun. Rafael Brandao, physique update, looks phenomenal. I can't imagine like if he could just get it together with health and the different things of that nature. If he could just get there, it'd be great. He's in the U.S., so there isn't a visa issue. It's just him being sick. I don't know, guys. If he would have just shown up the way he looks right now, I mean, he might not win, but gosh darn, would it be good just to see him just get on stage again? It's been 6 months or so. So, I don't know. Tangents aside, overall, very excited for the Arnold Classic. I'm very excited for all men's divisions, but most importantly, I will be doing a Women's Wednesday. Marks Max Muscle, thank you for the idea. I'll be doing a Women's Wednesday video late tonight. So if you guys want to get your submissions in, let me know. It'll probably be a little bit too late, but I'll post something on YouTube right now as I'm recording this over my lunch hour. I'm literally, I'm in my uniform, about to head back and play Army for the rest of the day. But that'll do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Guys and gals, Jessica, I always apologize. Guys and gals. Thank you so much for watching another episode on the Bodybuilding News Network. I'm your host, as always, Saunch. Microphone's turned this way, and I'll see you in the next one.